The reason I asked that is kind of going back to, you know, some talks we had a couple times ago, and just about, you know, rent versus mortgage. Like, I think in the first time in a long time, I'm seeing where, you know, I have clients and they're renting for $2,200 to $2,500 a month. You can't get into a house for that. And just a reminder, if you didn't see that clip or that video, yes, I mean, that is definitely a, you know, a cushion to the pocketbook per se. But if you make enough money to afford to get into a home, then what you have to really take into consideration is what the amount of rent would be versus what the payment would be. And whatever that delta is, let's say that, you know, rent's $2,500 and your new house payment with 3.5% down is going to be $5,000. That's $2,500. What are you doing with that $2,500, right? It makes sense to stay and rent if you're actually taking that $2,500 and investing it into, you know, the stock market or an IRA or whatever that case is. I'm not a financial advisor, but you're investing it. Because if you're just blowing it, it doesn't make any sense to continue to rent. Because then if you're purchasing, you've at least got a forced investment there. I mean, even if on a, you know, a $500,000 house, the payment or the equity appreciated just a modest 3% per year, which I think you and I both know in California, it's more than that, but that's $15,000 a year. You know, in 5 years, you're looking at $75,000 in equity plus, you know, the pay down of the principal. So that's something I really encourage our clients to really think through, right? Are you not moving into a home because, you know, your rent is cheap and you're just blowing the other money? Are you not renting? I mean, or are you taking that money and investing it? Because if you're not, then it's not helping you by having the lower rent at the end of the day.
I would agree. And then I guess globally, a way to think about it is if you can take control of a $500,000 asset house, and that asset goes up 10%, that's $50,000. You enjoy the benefit of the full 5% on the 10% on the 500,000. So that 50,000 is yours, so to speak. You're using other people's money to leverage into that asset. So it's just a different way to think about real estate. And I know, like for you and I, granted we bought it at a different time.